So there is the Falador Lodestone, and if you're a new player, the Lodestone network are basically free teleports around the game. They're quite amazing to use, and they are dotted around here. Now, once you've accessed it, the colour will come in, like the Falador one, it doesn't have that. All of these are ones we can access, being free to play. All the ones in this greyed out area are members, but it does show you the sheer massive members, how big it actually is. So we're going to run now from Falador all the way down to Draenor. This is because I need to get to Lumbridge, and at least this way I can unlock Draenor Lodestone, which is important for a few reasons, because Draenor is where the Necromancy area starts, the Necromancy quest. Now, I mentioned it a little earlier on when I was doing the challenges. We can start with Necromancy, but I just don't want to. So, running around, we are very close to the Lodestone. This is it. So, this is the Draenor Lodestone. Here is the Underworld portal where you can go do Necromancy. We want to keep going. Now, what I'm going to do, before we curve around to go to Lumbridge, I'm going to get an info full of chicken meat. Just because chickens are still a decent price because of player-owned farms and members. So, while we're here, may as well go and get some as well. Eggs used to be a decent price as well, so I'm going to check the price of eggs. At least this way we can get a little bit of GP just before we go over to the bank. So, as you see there, that chicken kill was 3k loot. So a full sort of bag. Don't take you long to get, but also like it's going to give me like 50 to 60k starter cash, which is good. It's what we need. We need cash to get going with. So how much is an egg at a minute? Yeah. So the chicken meat is where the most, 2.3k for a chicken. Yeah, no brainer. So also as well, what you can do is, I need to find out where it is. I think it's in settings. Combat XP. Yep, that's good. We want it shared between all three because it's just easier. You can select with your melee stats, so only like select one. So like an attack level, you only train attack. But we've got it split between all two. Right, it's going to open the pen. Close the pen, and now these chickens are all mine. So the first thing I'm going to do when we get to Varrock is buy a magic staff. For things like this, especially early stuff, magic and range to a point are better because they have access to area of effect abilities, AoE abilities. So you can kill multiple things at once, which just has the massive benefit over early level melee. Melee you can do it eventually, but you need to have access to certain weapons which have the range to be able to do multiple attacks at once. Whereas with magic, it just has that ability with certain abilities anyway. So there is level 3 attack, and I've got 2 strength and defense. Final chicken for us to kill, and we'll come back to this at some point. 100%. Chickens at 2k is just too much money. Right. So that full invo we have just made 64k, which again is not a lot of money, and that needs to be highlighted. That is not a lot of money, but for where we are now, the fact we've just started, we'll probably have 100k in one more trip if I wanted to do it. However, I'm here for another reason, and just throw all our stuff in. Now, my first money making method is going to be stealing from vegetable stalls, which I need level 2. So I'm just going to go and pickpocket a man. And I believe it's changed now. So it's auto pickpocket. What an invention. So because of, again, player and farm, same reason why chickens are high. Vegetables and stuff like that are a higher price now than what they used to be. Before they were barely nothing. Really not worth doing. Whereas now, because they've got a higher price, vegetable store thieving is actually 1.4 mil per hour profit from level 2. So what we'll do, we're going to do this for a little bit of time. We'll see what's the most expensive. I'm going to drop this flyer as well. But literally, this is going to be it. This is what I'm going to be doing for a little while. Just sat here, looting. There's level 3 thieving. Now, this could also outperform chickens because it's closer to a bank and it seems to be a lot quicker. So providing like the price on certain items is okay and we can avoid the guard, we should be doing all right here. Now, I think member skills are capped to level 5. So we'll get to level 5 thieving and then we'll stop being able to gain XP. So that's why I wouldn't want to do this method for too long, because I want to be doing stuff which gives me XP rather than doing this and being level 5 thieving all the way. But if this could give us like a jump up of enough GP to get started, that is all I really want to do it for. Just a little bit of cash to get us started, buying other things, having like weapons upgrades. That staff is going to be a big move for us because I think magic really is the way to go, because it also opens up things like enchanting and other stuff like that. So there you go, that is the full invo. So the full invo of chickens was 60k. That is 34k, but yeah, I would say that was probably twice as quick. And again, potatoes, cabbages, tomatoes, all sort of 1.2k each, which isn't bad actually. I could do this for a little while. Level 5, which I think, there you go, yeah, that's the max cap we're going to reach for a members world. Right, so probably did that for, I don't know, 10-15 minutes. So we got all of these. We've hit our cap. The cap is actually level 5 thieving. But I think it did a pretty good job. In terms of GP, we've made 240k, which is enough combined with the chickens to give us a start on what I'm looking to do. So what I'm going to go and do now is just go and unlock the lodestone. So again, we're working our way around the map, getting the lodestones in because that's going to help us out with teleporting. The lodestone is just here. Lumbridge is going to be a very important area for us. It's got the forge there. It's got the bank. We might come back and do some chickens. Chickens at 2.3k each is a very decent price if I can get note paper, which I'll find out if it's members or not when we get back to Varrock. So that's what we're going to be doing now. We're going to go and run to Varrock and see what is around and what options we've got. And then we'll come back when we're at the Grand Exchange and go through what we're going to buy. There's something really random I wanted to test out because I'm just interested. So what I was thinking is if I was to go and do something like cabbage, does it give me like area loot or do I have to actually pick it? Wheat, for whatever reason, is 1,000 coins each. So we're going to pick 28 wheat anyway. I was just hoping it'd pop up with an area loot option and we could just like loot and invert once. And then if we had things like magic note paper or a really quick bank, it just gave us a different form of an option to do from there. And this is what we need to be with free to play. We need to be inventive. We need to see what random items could be selling for way higher than their normal price. But walking to the bank from, walking to the Grand Exchange from Lumbridge, we've actually like managed to make 28k. Which in the early days, we've basically increased our bank value by 10% just by stopping off for a minute or two and picking this wheat. So, really important thing here, Varrock Lodestone, going to get that activated. So now we've got pretty much the big couple. We'll get Edgefield done, so we've got quite a few important ones. So the only two we've got left to do is Port Sarim, which we will get to at some point, and also Al-Kharid and Tav. Tav's not too important because it's only a little bit of a walk down from Burthorpe. And I don't really think we'll be spending a lot of time there. Right, so here is the Grand Exchange. You're going to make me do a tutorial. Yeah, there we go. Come on, let me use you now. There we go. So 3 slots is a little limiting. It's not the easiest way to do things, especially like we've just gone all these different things to sell. So we'll have to quick sell some stuff. So let's see what price wheat's going to go for. Oh, that went over mid. What price that go for? 1.3k, that's not too bad. Chicken, let's see what price chicken goes for. Doesn't go. So raw potato goes. Cabbage goes above. Okay. Tomato goes. Raw chicken goes. And then garlic, the cheaper one. Right, there we go. So, out of all that, cabbage, potato and wheat, and to be fair, tomatoes, all around 1,300 coins. 2.3k for a chicken, which is pretty stupid. I must admit that's very expensive. So magic note paper, let's see if we can buy this. So let's make a little investment, and then I'm also wanting to buy a staff of air. Of course I don't buy it. I'm gonna go and buy it from Zaf. So to build our cash stack up to a mil, we're actually going to go and do some chickens. So chickens, 2.3k, really good money, and not only that, it'll give me the ability to get a couple of magic levels. Now, I'm pretty sure at some point we're going to be doing enchanting. We're going to be doing various forms of like free-to-play magic money-making methods, which are going to form a big jump in our like profits and what we're going to be making money with. And what I'll basically be doing in the meantime as well is just thinking of a game plan of other stuff to get involved and where I want to be spending my money. So here we are with the chickens, and this is going to be the difference. Not only have we got a better combat weapon, magic is just a better style for early game anyway. As you can see, the fire breath kills 2 at the same time. So hopefully this will be nice. 300 chickens is going to give us a really big cash stack. And don't get me wrong, we've had to spend money on the note paper, but that means chickens at the price we've sold them for was still something like 1.7k. It was still better money than doing things like thieving or going to collect like wheat or cabbage or other stuff from like the ground. So it's probably the best thing we're going to be doing. I don't think I'll be doing it for much longer, but really the big thing for me is that we're going to be getting some magic levels. I need to change my magic settings because it's training defense and I don't want that. We want all the magic XP. And not only that, this will give us access to teleports, enchanting, high spells. Magic is the move anyway. So I'm going to sit here and do these chickens. I'm going to AFK and sort some clips out. I'm pretty much going to end the episode here though, because I think it's a good start of what we've done. We've done plenty. We've made that early cash stack. We're pretty much an account value of something like 300k, which is really good for how long I've actually played it so far. Considering we've got absolutely nothing. So I'm going to sit and get these done, watch some videos, do some editing, do some stuff on the other accounts. And then I'll come back to you with a report of how we currently sit, what's currently happening, and how we're looking going forward. But thank you guys so much for watching this episode. Again, any suggestions, any things you want to see, drop in the comments and I'll make sure to get that sorted. If you're new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe. It really helps me out and really helps this series get out. Make sure to like the videos. But again, comment, suggestions, anything you want to see, I'll make sure it gets included in the video. Just drop a comment and I'll make sure to give it a thumbs up and reply as well. But thank you so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.